Hello, guys. Welcome to another Eurovoxx live. We are waiting for the results on Germany, and you will get our natural reactions, our real reactions. We have Dominic, we have Fred, we have Dylan in the video today. How are you guys?
Not good. Honestly, right now, it's awful. But okay, keep going.
I mean, yeah, we have the jury score right now.
Isaac won the jury.
Yeah. I liked Isaac, actually. I didn't mind it.
Okay, yeah, well.
He's okay, but we've seen it before.
Yeah, but I think that's the theme in this national final. We've seen everything before. There was nothing really groundbreaking musically wise.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what Dom thinks, but overall, I wanted a bit more hunger from Germany this year. I wanted a bit more resilience. I wanted them to sort of dig up, some old favorites or something, just to show that they still want it, they still love it. But yeah, I'm just not feeling it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the thing is, like a lot of songs sounded very similar. And I was missing some kind of bob, like a Chanel song, like a really dancey pop. There was none of them. And yeah, like we only had like 2 German songs, which were quite disappointing. And personally, I didn't like them because one of them was a Schlager, and Schlager is totally not my thing. I'm pretty sure that Marie is going to be high in the televote because it's very popular, especially with older people, which are using the televote a lot. And the other one was strange, but apparently it did better than Riek. So who am I to judge? It's still strange. And one thing which is confusing me right now is that the voting is still going, even though they have already showed the jury votes. That's very confusing. Why are they doing that? Anyway, so I think with this kind of scenario, because they splitted the votes in terms of the first one gets 12, the second one gets 10, and so on. So the margin didn't matter at all. I think it's pretty much safe to say that one of the top 3 of the jury has to win. Like the math is kind of like you need to be at least top 3, if not top 2, in both votes. Otherwise, you have no chance. So it's pretty much like both sides have got like a veto, pretty much. You know what I mean? And since Riek only got 5 points, as you can tell, Riek is my favorite, and I think that's the only real competitive song we've got right now. I'm a bit shocked right now. Really, I wasn't expecting that. I thought Riek is a sure jury winner. I was a bit worried about the televote or like the live voting. But from this jury vote, I think Max has got it because I don't think Isaac is going to resonate with the audience. And I think then it's like I think he gets like 8 points maybe, and then it should be enough for him.
So Dom, which did you say was your favorite once again?
Oh Boy by Riek.
Oh Boy.
Yes.
Yeah. Dylan, which one was your favorite tonight?
I think my favorite was, and this is the total opposite of Dom, but sorry, Naive from Mariheim. I really like the Schlager, and I don't know, I just like the vibes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, early 2000s. And I think it would be something funnier than the other songs that we've seen in tonight's final. So yeah, let's go for her.
And Fred, what about you?
I'm a Schlager boy at heart. I always back my Schlager, but I mean I liked Riek, but I felt there were some balance problems with the levels between the voice and the instrumental. The instrumental was drowning him out in some of the key chorus aspects. But I mean, if it was reworked, I think it could do well at Eurovision. But I don't see any of these songs getting them out of, on the left hand of the scoreboard. So
I totally agree. And let's go to the live chat and see what you guys are saying. Neil S is just sharing our sentiment. I wasn't impressed by any of their songs, to be honest. Carrie Ann, yes, what happened with Rick? He did great.
Like one of them was saying like the juries are sabotaging. I kind of have the feeling. I have no idea. I think it was by far the strongest one in terms of the vocal, in terms of the song, in terms of the staging, even because it was pretty simple, but it suited the song. Some of them were pretty simple in terms of the staging, but it was like just empty and didn't felt suitable to the song. But I think that one was perfect for this.
I think I got the feeling that we were still in some sort of auditions yet still. It wasn't like a full national final. They were still auditioning. Like very well, like better than an audition, but not as elevated as a national final.
Agreed.
Let's see. Bubble Pirate, 99 and Marie Rhyme are your favorites. Nail S, this is going to be interesting. Klaus, hello from Hollowland, 99 and Gallant were your favorite. Yeah, jury's trying to sabotage. Let's see.
I mean, it's actually quite funny. We have every live we have this discussion about the juries trying to sabotage or not some of the entries, and I think this is an endless debate in the end. We'll never figure it out.
Nilera, Knife and Tears Like Rain are like guilty pleasures, old Eurovision, but well. Yeah, actually, for me, Knife felt like it was like a tribute to the 2000s.
Yeah,
it felt like being transported back to the past.
I mean, I'm sorry, Dom. Really. It's not. I mean, it's not bad either, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's another issue, that most of them were okay. They weren't awful, but they were okay, and that's
okay.
We are sending for the last 10 years pretty much, and that's a problem. We send middle mess songs, kind of okay songs. You don't vote for these kind of songs.
Yes, mediocre. They get lost.
Exactly. And I honestly looking at the top three, I must say, if we send Bodine, I would be fine. She was by far my second favorite, and she's got 8 from the jury. So if she's got 12 from the televote, I think she's got a shot, because Isaac doesn't get 12 from the televote, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the tiebreaker will be the televote. Well, so I've got hope there. But I think I can imagine Rick being the 12 and televote, which would be a pity because it's useless now. I voted for him the whole time, but it's useless now. So I would have voted for Bodine if I would have known these crazy jury votes. But here we are. So I think it's going to be Max. And I'm pretty sure it's not basically about the song, but it's about like, we know him for a long time. He represented us exactly 20 years ago. Oh, what a coincidence. He was pushed pretty much by within the last few days from other celebrities. He was last in the running order. I don't know. They're really pushing him, even though the song is pretty basic. I almost forgot it. And again, this is what NDR or Germany tends to do quite for some time, like pushing someone a lot. And I have the feeling like, if you really want to send him, go internal. Don't pretend like we have got a choice. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I have the feeling that it's like, I don't want to use the word sabotage, but it's like, why at least like pretending we've got like a chance, and then you're making sure they got the participant that you wanted to send in the first place. I have the feeling that it was the same with Sisters in 2019. And I kind of feels weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's very difficult.
Yeah, for me it's a little disappointing, because I loved what they did with Lord of the Lost, regardless of the result. It was fresh. It was electrifying, at least. Here it's just so mellow. It's just in the middle of the, like, it goes nowhere. Like, none of those songs have a real impact.
yeah, it seems to be a bit bland, to be honest. But again, as one of the comments said, Germany is never on the bottom of every country. It's just not high enough to get points in the final.
Rai Bailey agrees they should go internal next year. SP says, I gave all my votes to Rick and I don't believe he has any chance anymore.
That's exactly my thought.
Neil Era, Michael Schulte was touching and had a pleasant melody. Rick hasn't.
Disagree.
Let's see. Rick is Michael Schulte 2.0. I don't know. I think there's a big difference in style and personality. No?
Kind of gives me like Répondez Moi and Arcade vibes, and these are two of my favorite songs. So maybe that's why I like it so much.
Lucia says, hi guys, I love Rick and Bodin. Isaac has a nice voice, but I think Germany with Rick can have a good result. I could agree, but now we don't know anymore.
By sending Isaac, for sure.
Pardon?
I mean, sending Rick would give Germany a better result than sending Isaac. Now, would it give Germany a good result? Depends. We have to define what a good result would be. You know,
the bar is low. The bar is very low.
Well, yes,
I would say
not last.
would be good.
Yeah.
And overall, how have you seen the show? Like the quality of the national final, like the production, Barbara, the guests?
Well, I think Barbara was really the best part of the final, you know, like...
Yeah, Barbara's just Barbara, you know?
Yeah.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah. I kind of feel that Germany is gone the way that the UK had gone in recent years. I mean, obviously we've had a bit of run of luck with some internal selection, but it would, because the results have been so bad, there's been no money sort of been put into this to Eurovision in general, apart from it being a TV show that obviously brings an audience. So actually putting money behind the selection and the actual national final, that I think that just sort of comes across. It feels very generic. It feels very much like it's a talent show off-cast aspect, and I don't think this is going to bring the next German winner. Never mind, you know, them doing well, you know, which, you know, I'd love for Germany to do well again, but I don't see at the moment what they need. They need something completely different. One of my favorite artists at the moment is Kim Petras.
Oh yeah, I like her.
Love her. I'm going to see her on Monday in London.
Jealous.
And why can't we have something like that from Germany? She's German.
Yes, absolutely.
Any day.
This is what there are wonderful artists in Germany. Why?
Maybe because, as you said, Fred, before, Germany has been through a lot in the Eurovision recently, so maybe some artists don't want to risk their credibility or their reputation by getting a poor results in the Eurovision, because we've seen already some very famous artists in their country and even abroad going to the Eurovision, trying to lift up their countries, and it failed quite often, actually. So I think for some of them, this might be too much of a risk to take.
That's a good point. We have a question from Bubble Pirate. Do you guys like 99?
No. What's to like about it? What's to like about it? No.
It was okay, but live it was very weak. Very weak.
I liked the little surfer beachy sort of vibe to it, but overall the performance was very flat. So as an album or studio track, you know, it would be something I would listen to, but based on that live performance, yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
I liked it, but it was just a summer, like a feel-good summer song. I couldn't see it do well in Eurovision, but for me, it was super pleasant to listen. And I remember I texted you guys saying, I didn't dislike this.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean I didn't love, like I loved it, but I didn't dislike it.
Yeah, there is a slight difference between I like this and I didn't dislike this. But
Yes. Like, obviously the staging and overall was very flat, so I was still not as disappointed as I expected to be when I saw like how everything was going, but melody-wise, I think it was very pleasant.
All right.
Let's see. Niels, yet another interesting fashion choice from Barbara this year. Last year she looked great. This year, oh dear.
Fun fact, she had a magazine called Barbara for like the last 5 or 10 years about fashion.
Really?
Like about everything, like fashion was a big part of it. Let's speak for herself.
Well, yeah.
It does look like some sort of Barbie reject outfit, but
Yeah. I agree.
But like it was on the cusp of being in the movie or what?
Yes, indeed.
Something. I think the results are coming in.
Yes.
Ooh.
One more
see the
thing, I was
envelope.
wondering why Max has got 10 points and Bodine only 8, even though both of them got 55 jury votes. I'm curious. Because that might be the deciding factor by the end. It's very strange. I don't know.
Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go.
Barbara is really laughing at the results.
Jess is here and she says she's nervous.
I feel you.
We all are.
I don't like any of the songs, so I'm not nervous at all.
No,
Really?
exactly.
Not a single one?
No, it's like I was expecting more from the national final, honestly.
I wasn't.
I mean, yeah, it's like you're honest. You're
I
honest.
think it's better than last year.
Really?
Yes. I think, yeah.
I didn't watch last
Because
year.
like at least everyone knew their lyrics. That's something. Okay, Leona got 1. Okay.
Oh.
Like I couldn't feel her song, Leona's song, wasn't giving me any feelings. I couldn't connect with her as an artist or the melody of the song. It was very cold.
Yeah, but I think for this kind of song, her voice was pretty good. It was very like shy and fragile, but that was what the song was about. I think it was very suitable for that.
I don't really understand the system here, actually.
So too. Okay, yeah, it's pretty okay. So basically, they just say like, okay, you were the last in the televote, so you get 1 point, and then they just add it up. So this one on the right side is the final result. There's nothing more.
So
Okay.
they've done is they've converted the
percentages in.
No,
yes.
percentages.
No,
That's the
it's interesting because they basically have converted the jury votes into a Eurovision style voting. So obviously the points in between didn't make any difference.
Yes, exactly.
Which is a bit crazy. Okay.
Oh, Bodine got 4. Okay, we're done here. Oh my god. Yeah, then the Katsu song got 5.
Okay, I thought that would have gone better with the audience, and I'm happy it didn't.
I'm still I have no idea what I watched with that one, but
Marie only got 6. That's surprising. I thought it would be better.
Okay, so basically Isaac is gonna win, right?
No.
That was for me.
So if Isaac got 8, then Max is the winner. Otherwise, Isaac is the winner.
Isaac is the most
Wow.
international.
Okay. Week only got 8, so didn't make any difference. That's disappointing. So
Oh my God.
It's either Isaac or Max, and the winner of the televote is
Please, Isaac. I hope it's Isaac because
now I
Max.
hope it's Isaac.
Yeah.
Because the song was better. The staging was very weak, but I liked his vocals, and at least the chorus was cool.
Yeah, and he was more charismatic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Chun chun chun.
Isaac won. Okay.
Isaac won.
Nice.
That's a
Okay,
surprise.
guys, we have a winner. Isaac won.
Okay.
I'm not disappointed. I'm not as disappointed as I could be. Dom, but you are the German in this
Yes,
live.
I am.
How do you feel?
It sounds shady, but I'm happy that Max didn't win because he had his chance and his song was way better in 2004. And if someone returns, the song must be at least the same level, if not better. You know, like LOREEN, her song was amazing as Euphoria, then come back, okay? But if the song is way weaker, don't come back. So happy about this. I'm surprised. Maybe I really had not thinking about a victory for Isaac at all.
Well, nobody ever.
Yeah, but good for him. I don't think we're gonna be maybe hard to say. Maybe not last, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna be like bottom 3. That would be my suggestion. I think we're gonna get a few points, but not like big ones. Maybe like 1 or 2s, maybe from a few countries. So I would say, 24th. I don't know.
I'm very curious to see how they stage this. You know,
better than this one.
yeah, exactly. But this didn't give us any hint to which direction they might go.
That's true.
So let's see what you guys are saying.
You can see how much they've spent on the trophy as well.
More than on the staging.
Okay, so Isaac was 5th in the odds with 5%, just saying.
Another day, another national final where the odds were completely wrong.
Yeah.
Right, Bailey, German version of Rag and Bone Man. Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of gives me that vibe. And also in terms of the voice, maybe like the same from like Andreas Kurt, I think, who withdrew from 2015, because his voice was kind of similar. And I think this is very appealing for televoters and maybe also jury, as it seems. Maybe that was the deciding factor, not basically the song, but more the vocals, I can imagine.
Yeah, for me, I really like that he was on key. He didn't lose the melody at any point, and his voice was very soothing, very graspy, very soothing. And at this precise moment, I cannot remember the melody of the song. So that sort of speaks a little bit about it, but probably when I listen to it more, I could get behind it, because it was one of the few songs that, like, I visualize it. I have it in the front of my mind if I think about the whole national final, so that's still very good. I really like the colors in the background, like the squares going back and forth. I don't think it's the best for Eurovision, but it was quite effective for the national final, I believe. Fred, what are your thoughts on the winner?
Of all of the artists, it's not my type of song, but and like I said, we've seen this before, but he's one of the few artists that came across that he actually enjoyed his song and he was actually selling it. So that's possibly why he's done so well. Because he does look like he's actually giving it some, where some of the other performances seemed a bit lazier, or but he looks like he's actually buying it. Whether it translate to the European audience is a whole different matter, but well done. I mean, he won on the night, and it was the best of, I wouldn't say necessarily a bad bunch, but the best of a mediocre
Mediocre?
bunch.
I think we could say that this was like, that's the description of this national final, unfortunately. Dylan, what are your thoughts on the winner?
I don't know where to start. I don't have much nice things to say. I'm sorry. I think it was maybe fitting for a singing competition, like a TV reality, like The Voice or Popstar. But this is not going anywhere at the Eurovision. It's a bottom 5 assured. The song is bland. The staging was not. It was okay. It was colorful. That was nice. But that's it's just not fitting for Malmö. And I think this is another wasted opportunity for Germany. And I'm quite annoyed, to be honest, because there were at least 2 songs that would have done better and would have lifted Germany out of that damn bottom 5. But I think after what we've seen, I would say Germany deserves this place. It's like, this is a definition of madness. You do something that do not work, you know it doesn't work, and yet you keep repeating the same pattern, expecting a different result. Doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. So
It's called
I'm happy for
delusion.
him, but other than that, I think it's a waste opportunity for Germany. And next year just go for an instant selection or just withdraw from the contest. You will save a lot of money, honestly.
Just when you have mentioned it, like it really sounds or comes across as like, I've just won Deutschland sucht den Superstar or the Super Talent or I don't know, pop stars or something. It's my winning song. It really goes into this direction, and we all know how these songs kind of end up, right?
They will. I don't think this is a song that's going to make a Eurovision impact. It's not a song that we will be remembering in a few years from now. It will come in Euroclub and maybe we'll like, oh yeah, and like party to it as of it now. Maybe there's a revamp that really blows our mind. Dom, how would you make this whole thing better if it was up to you? What would you do? Would you put dancers? Would you like revamp it? Would you?
Okay, so we're assuming that we're sticking to the song, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So, too bad. I'm going to change the staging first of all, because that looked very cheap. I'm pretty sure I could have done it, and that means a lot because I have no idea about these things. So change that. Maybe like revise his outfit. I don't know if that was suiting for him either. Maybe put some backing vocalists on stage. He kind of felt like lost a bit. I don't know what else to say, because about the revamp thing, if you're competing in the national selection, I expect your song to be ready for Eurovision. That's your job, pretty much. I don't like this, oh, we need to revamp it. No, you don't. You had enough time beforehand, I think, because they had a lot of time to submit the song and then to perform it on stage. This is what Germany has voted. And I mean, he won the jury and the televote, so it wasn't even close. So I think that's what you should compete with. If you change too much, maybe it's even influencing the result. Like, no, this is not what we wanted. So it's very hard to say revamp is always the solution.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Let's go to the live chat because you guys are very chatty tonight. Yes, I don't think Isak is 100% the right choice, but I could see him getting Germany off the last place. Maybe the place before
The
last.
last place, exactly.
Wow.
SP, I'm so sad Rick didn't win.
You.
Yeah, Spain last this year so far. I don't know. Now we have a contender.
Tonight, I don't think so. No.
But the thing that
You got it in the final. You're welcome.
The main thing I see difference between Spain and Germany is that Spain, she is very charismatic and she knows how to connect with the audience, and the audience love her and people love shouting Zorra. I can't see Germany having that effect on the audience. Neil, my vote was wasted. Ray Bailey, the odds were off yet again. Claps from a fantastic choice last year to a bland choice at best. I know, I'm so annoyed by that. I'm still surprised why Blood and Glitter came last still.
That was really unexpected, because all the other ones, not all of them, but most of them were like, yeah, we kind of go where this is going, like bottom 3, maybe last, okay. Jendrik was pretty obvious, I think. Malik Harris was a bit surprising about last, I thought maybe like 20th or something.
Mm-hmm.
And also like Jamie Lee, I was surprised about her, but Lord of the Last, really? I was like, that's a joke. Like, why? It's not my type of song, but I thought it would resonate at least a bit. Like Last, that was really rough.
Yeah, I still can't explain it. If I don't really vote anymore in Eurovision, but I would have voted that year. Well, I would have voted for them. Maybe that's why. Alicia de Regal, I wanted Rick, but it's an okay choice.
Yeah, okay, choice is not enough. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, choice doesn't get you points, doesn't get you anywhere. Dom, what did you think of Rick? Rick, that's a very Spanish way of saying Rick.
Yeah, I would say Rick, and I think, I'm not sure, like his name is kind of similar to Rick or something. So it comes across, so it comes from this. Yeah, it was my favorite by far. I think that had real potential. This could have been top 10, I think. That was the only competitive song. Bodine was also nice, but it would have been a very safe choice. But I think that was an opportunity which got wasted, really. I think he was the best vocalist by far. His vocals were superior, I think. They were amazing. I like the staging. I like the song. It's very memorable, even though it's a ballad. And usually it's harder to remember ballads. He felt very comfortable on stage, I think. He was a returner, so he's really into Eurovision. And we need people who are really want to go there. And we were lacking, like, discussing about people not having ambitions enough. I think he had got this right spirit or the ambition to do it. I'm not sure if he's going to come back. Well, if you have this kind of song and you're not even close of winning, I'm not sure if we're coming back or if he's coming back, which is a shame because we need these kind of artists for Eurovision. But again, we are just pushing them away. Like if we have, we are in a position to push these artists away, you know? I don't know, but we do.
Fred, what did you think of Rick?
I said before, Rick, I quite liked the song. I liked the story behind the song as well. I do feel that the balance was slightly off. I think the instrumental was too high in certain parts and the voice was too low. But I think it would have done better than Isek's song with the Eurovision stage. It's a shame that he hasn't gotten his chance. If he has come out to national final before, I can understand how that defeat can push you into possibly not trying any further. But you can see from other countries, people try 6, 7, 8 times and they finally get their chance. But I think he deserved to go through with the better song. But unfortunately, the juries and the televote did not agree.
Dylan, you had a very explosive opinion on
the winner.
Yeah. So what do you think about Rick?
The name of the winner is actually Isaac. You see, we can't remember the melody, but we can't even remember his name either. Perfect.
The thing is, there's nothing German about.
And Yuki was saying Isaac. I'm like, no, that's from the Bible. What are you talking about?
But when it comes to Rick, I think it was. I agree with Fred. I think the instrumental were maybe too strong at some point, and the voice too weak. But other than that, I think the performance was pretty good, rather good for Eurovision. The staging was very interesting. I think it needed to be little reworked, but not too much. It would have fit perfectly for MALMÖ. And generally speaking, I think it was not a bold choice for Germany. It would have been a safe choice. But again, tonight, all of the performances we have seen were safe choices for Germany in a way. And I think this is maybe the problem here, is that Riga wasn't maybe crazy enough to stand out of the other contestant. And in the end, because he wanted to be so safe, to play it safe and secure, he kind of missed something. But I mean, I'm really surprised he didn't win, and I'm obviously disappointed for him, but also for Germany, because once again, I think this is not a good choice for Germany.
Let's go to the live chat and see what you guys are saying. They've chosen Big Crab, so random.
Random is a good word because it was so unexpected. Like Isaac, who was that again? Let me check my notes. That's a bad sign. And I literally wrote down chorus plus. That's it. Nothing else. I like the chorus. It's good, but it's again radio friendly, which is bad.
Yes. The thing is, there's nothing German about this song, or there's nothing that you can identify which country this song comes from. It's very
international in a negative way.
It's generic.
It's very generic. That's a great song. Random and generic. Let's go to Josep Benito. Good singer Isaac and good stage presence. Needs better staging, and hopefully Germany can get a better result this year.
I think Josep is quite optimistic. We have to give Isaac something, though. His voice is good. He knows how to sing. So, because we've been harsh, and I have been very harsh tonight on him, but that being said, he knows how to sing. He's a good singer. That's for sure, and I have to acknowledge it and to be respectful for that. But again, I don't think the staging was good. No,
I agree. Bodin Monet was robbed. Miller agrees with you and says he likes Isaac's voice. Ooh, so many comments. You should not believe one bet on the national selections is based on Eurovision World Poll. Germany will be somewhere in the middle in my top.
Interesting.
Bailey says it sounds like an X Factor winner song. It's what you said, Dom, that this is not about, it doesn't sound like a Eurovision winning national finals kind of song.
It's a bit like Bigger Than Us. And we all know the result of that. So.
Yep.
Betting odds after German national will not look good at that.
Yeah, they were 8 because of week. I'm pretty sure they're going to flop or like go down for at least 10 places, if not more. I'm pretty sure about that.
Bailey agrees with Dylan. Lucia says, Isaac reminds me of Guy Sebastian, good voice, catchy song. Rick was better for me, but it's okay. Bubble Pirate, but would you pick up the phone and vote for this? That is a great question. That's a great question. Bailey directly says no. At least it's honest. We like honesty here. Isaac's voice is great. We do agree on that.
It's very good, but it's like, is it memorable enough for 26 songs? I don't think.
Well, at least he knows how to sing. You know, we've seen artists competing in the Eurovision that couldn't sing at all, and
yeah.
Sure.
I think we're still talking about this. No, but we can't compare it to 2015. This song is out of date in 2024. I think we're still talking about Isaac. Yeah, it's a song. It's a type of song we've heard before. It's nothing new. It's nothing groundbreaking. At least Blood and Glitter, we were like, what the is this?
Yeah.
You know me? Do we? No, you wanted Marie in MALMÖ.
Yeah.
Angelina Mango will win ESC 2024. Well, Germany is definitely not a threat.
No, but Marie, maybe you are cheering up for her so much because you're not used to this kind of music. I'm living in Germany. You get this music all the time. It's in the TV shows all the time. And it's for older people a lot there in the radio. It's like on every party, like when you have a sip of alcohol and you are not in a family party or something. This is the kind of music you get all the time. So it's not special at all. Believe me, it's so typical, like so basic Schlager. It almost hurts, honestly.
I can feel your pain.
Really, like, yeah, if you would feel it like living like here for a month or something, you would feel like, oh, that was pretty basic after all, you know?
Larindi says the system is really bad. Song is good, commercial, radio-friendly pop, but a bit derivative. But yeah, this system was very confusing, I have to say. What did you guys think about the voting system?
It's bad. It's really bad. It's like Festival de Canção, and I really like the contest, but I don't like the voting system because they do the same thing. They're changing the votes just to like this 1 to 12, like they translate it, and that gives them so much power because then you tend to get the average. Not in this case because you won both, so it didn't matter, but sometimes it happens that you get like a "it's okay" 8 points song from both sides because you flop with either the jury or the televote, and I don't think you want this kind of song. So either make let's pretend this would be for Finland. Finland, he was they were like Windows 95 man. He was last in the jury by far even, and he won because they put the margin into consideration, and that made the difference. And it's so bizarre, basically, that you have so different results just because of the way you have the system. And it's kind of making it random in a way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that is kind of mad.
Yeah.
Because with this voting system, anybody that placed in the bottom half would be almost impossible mathematically to win.
Yes.
So
you need top 3 in both sides, and that kind of gives especially the jury, because there are only 8 people or 8 juries basically. I don't know if it's just 1 or a few people for each vote. I don't know, but it gives them kind of a veto, you know.
Yes.
And they gave like Riek and the ones below a veto because they were like, no, you can't mathematically win this because the max would be like 17 by the end, and then all the other ones like Florian and Leana would have needed to be on top to reverse the whole score. And that's just not going to happen. We all knew that. So it's basically pretty much you already know who's not going to win. And that's kind of also like taking out the excitement a bit because you don't have the feeling like anything can happen. No, you just like have the choice between the first and the second pretty much. So I don't know if they want to maximize the excitement, then not succeeding with that.
The cat song was so weird. Why do we have so many cat songs in this national final season? We have the Latvian one, now we have this one. I guess there's cats in Baby Lasagna, someone said. What did you think about the cat song?
I personally liked it. I thought it was an original performance. Like, I mean, they've been working on their artistic aspects for the song, the staging. You can see they have something crazy a little bit, but it's still something that has been worked. You know, they just didn't woke up in the morning and said, "Yeah, let's do this." So for that, I think it was nice, and yeah, I don't know, it was a nice entertainment, let's say.
But I was blind after this performance because there was so many flashy lights. Like, oh, what is happening?
Yeah.
That was too much. I think
it was a bad cheese dream.
yeah, like I just had a very big nightmare about.
I was entertained, but I still didn't want to have it in Eurovision.
No.
Yeah,
Teddy says it was amazing.
Okay, good for you. I mean, they were like pretending to be, I don't know, artificial or like very artsy, and I wrote down Berlin city vibes because I had the feeling they're from Berlin. I don't know, even though they were from Munich, I think. Yeah, these kind of people, you know?
Yeah. These very alternative.
Yes, it's like the art teacher
techno
pretending that this is the main subject of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This kind of vibe I got.
But guys, I think we're going to have to wrap it up soon because we've been here almost 45 minutes. Dom, your final considerations, your final thought as our German resident here.
Yeah, because like I'm fine now accepting another bottom 3 finish, so I'm not having hopes about a better result. Not kidding. It's better that you kind of expect it to happen than like you having some hopes, and I had hopes from last year. And now I'm like, yeah, just making sure everyone is on the same page. Like, don't worry, guys, we're gonna be last, but this is expected. So we're fine. We can just root for the good songs. So we're good.
Dylan, last final words for the night.
With Germany, you're never surprised, always disappointed.
I like that. Fred, your last.
Well, all I can say is that the UK is not going to be bottom of the big five.
With Ollie, come on, Ollie is amazing. The song is good. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, the clip I've heard of the song, it does sound really good, but it's nice that the UK are at least having a good turn, but I do hope in future that Germany pulls its socks up. I really do.
Yes. Like, finally, all the big five, like the majority of the big five have pulled themselves together, at least with Chanel. I know with Blanca Paloma or something else. With Nebulosa, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I know that we won't be on the last position. Sorry, Dom.
Yeah, honestly, and I agree with that comment. Like, I gave up. Officially, I gave up. But in terms of Spain, I'm not sure about that. I don't think it's going to be much higher.
No, I know. It's just.
I think we are neighbors, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, again, we've returned to that position of the chart.
Do it for your lover perfect life situation. Who knows?
Ay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us in the video tonight. Tomorrow, there's a huge Eurovision day. I think we have 4 countries choosing their acts for Eurovision. So we're so excited. We have to go to sleep to be ready for tomorrow because we'll be back with full energy. Thank you, guys, for joining this live, and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.